Our scripture today is from the book of Mark, Mark 11:13 to 14. Seeing in the distance a fig tree with leaves, he went to find out if there was anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. He said to it, "May no one ever eat from you again." And his disciples heard it. Let's have a look at the symbolic meaning this passage carries. Point number one, symbolism of the fig tree. The fig tree often represents Israel or religious leaders, and we can surely include ourselves here today, who outwardly appear like faithful, like the tree having leaves, but lack true spiritual fruit. That's genuine faith and righteousness. The second point is judgment on hypocrisy. Jesus' act of cursing the tree symbolizes God's judgment on those who appear religious but do not produce the fruit of righteousness. Thirdly, faith and fruitfulness. This passage emphasizes the importance of faith that leads to action, rather than empty appearances. Fourth point, connection to the temple cleansing. Right after this event, Jesus clears the temple, as we read in Mark 11, verses 15 to 17, reinforcing the theme of judgment on the religious hypocrisy. Overall, this passage teaches that God desires genuine faith, faith that produces good fruit rather than mere outward religiosity. This then leaves us with a question regarding our own religion. Do we produce the fruit of righteousness? Does our faith lead to actions, or is it merely empty appearances? Based on the following scenario, how will you rate your own religion level? A tree merely filled with leaves, like the fig tree we read about, or a fruit-bearing tree? When you become aware of somebody whom is really struggling to survive, do you respond by saying, "I will pray for you," and walk away? Or do you take action that will make a difference to that person's circumstances and continually pray for them? We need to ensure that we do not appear faithful outwardly only, but that we bear the true spiritual fruit, that we practice genuine faith and righteousness. Our faith needs to lead to action. And I would like to conclude with James 2, verse 18. But someone will say, "You have faith, and I have works. Show me your faith without works, and I will show you faith by works."